Hey guys, Arius Comics here with the second issue of Justice, and this one deepens the mystery, kind of answers a couple of questions, but gives you like 100 more. So, we start off with the Riddler in this building, and he's talking with his henchmen. I'm surprised no one thought of it before. No, that's not quite true. I'm just surprised I never thought of it before. How do you find a computer powerful enough and quick enough to hack into Batman's digital information system? Find the richest man in town and use his. So he's at Wayne Industries trying to hack Batman's computer. Sometimes my intelligence surprises even myself. There's someone here, not a guard, says one of the henchmen. There. I said every guard, gentlemen, says the Riddler. Assuming, of course, this is a guard and you haven't done your jobs. Who else would be here at this time of night? A cleaner, perhaps? Ah, isn't that so much like those with wealth? Always running the midnight oil, always showing the rest of us why we're not as rich as they are. So the scans show CEO Bruce Wayne. He's coming, prepare for him. The download is complete and the Riddler gets the desk. Sir, when just outside the door. Good evening, Mr. Wayne. And the Batman goes, no, not Wayne, not even close. He kind of starts the fight and, of course, kind of beats the crap out of everyone. And we'll see it. The crooks kind of go and escape. Why do we have to take the stairs? He used a computer to stop the elevator the same way he pulled the Bruce Wayne is coming stunt. And they get in the car, and he has a Russian nesting doll. And Bruce Wayne thinks himself, he had you identified, Bruce. He had you with your own computer. You can't trust in luck. So the Batman leaps into his Batmobile, which kind of looks like the one from Batman and Robin, I think. Um, you have to be better than this. You have the means, the skill, and the method. And still, the Riddler almost had you. And he kind of talks about the Riddler a bit. Like all criminals, the Riddler is his own worst enemy. Second worst enemy. Nixmark's compulsion to speak the truth, no matter how disguised in the form of riddles, is his weakness. And then Red Tornado pops in and announces that Aquaman is still waiting. And they talk about how Mira is coping up with this. And Batman says, of course, it's not easy. No one wants to consider losing a part of their family. And what Batman does to stop the crooks is fire the grappling hook. It gets into the car, it kind of latches itself onto it, and then Batman goes and presses the brakes, which stops the car. He then leaps out and fights these crooks, sees the Riddler carrying the Russian nesting doll, a mystery within a mystery, an identity within an identity. What are you telling me, Edward? And that's because Enigma just kind of started throwing weird questions. What's wrong with me, Batman? What's wrong with you? What's the cause of crime? And he goes into this nightclub, what's called Batcave, the Batcave. And he's asking for the disc, but Enigma has one more trick up his sleeves. And that's kind of firing these powerful illusions at Batman. And they kind of talk about the doll, the nesting doll. It's not a doll, Batman. It's a toy, and all these toys they must be broken. That's what he said. I felt him in my mind. All these toys they must be broken. It's all part of the dream. Batman goes Enigma, but kind of gets beaten a bit here. When reality returns, Enigma and his men are gone. But true to form, the Riddler left me a clue. Maybe it communicates more than one truth, and it's preserved eye and ear. No blood, though. No trace. There's something he wants me to see, something he wants me to listen to. He talked about toys being broken, reference perhaps to his father. Nixman's father is to beat him if he didn't speak the truth. What's that smell? Formaldehyde? And in this fight, Batman got a little bit lucky because the club goers, they were fans of Batman. I mean, they were going to a Batcave themed nightclub, so they kind of sprung in to help. And here we see the Flash. So the Flash is in this desert. He says, I don't believe it. It is a miracle. And then some people are speaking in a foreign language, probably Arabic. And the Flash runs back, gets like a dictionary, reads it real fast, and kind of understands what the man is saying. And the man is saying, look, there's another one, a savior. How will you bless us? Take whatever you want. Take whatever sacrifice you require. Gods, you are gods. And we kind of understand why, because apparently there was a poor region in the desert which kind of made this lush um, vegetation sprung around this oasis, which comes from like Lunar's North ice mountain from earlier. Are you saying someone in a costume did this? It was a number of people. A man made a giant mountain of ice, and then a woman arrived. Flash goes, ice? He had a gun, pointed it, and made the ice that became the sea. Do you know him? And the Flash goes, serious? Yes, I know him. He brought so much life to this place. He must be a holy man, say the people around him. Cold. What have you done now? Says the Flash. And then move on to see the lives of these people, how they've changed. They're picking up this fruit, and we see Poison Ivy, and she says, "One, the only true response. Let spring come. Let the original summer rain." And then she goes, while crying, says, "Until the arrival of fall." We move back to the cemetery that Batman kind of figured out Riddler was in, and they kind of fight for a bit, and then Riddler says, a question of identity, Batman, to be or not to be. Is that the question? When you're not wearing your true face, whose do you wear? Why is there crime? Where do we go when we die? Why is there suffering in the world? The Batman has done none of it. Give me the desk, Riddler. He kind of throws some explosives, throws off the bandits that Nigma has under him. Cut me once, Nigma. Shame on you. Cut me twice. And then they kind of fight. This world isn't big enough for the two of us, says Nigma, and then begins coughing very, very strongly. Edward, what is it? I'm not holding you that hard. And then Batman drops him. Edward, let go, Edward. You're strangling yourself. And Edward says, what's wrong with me? You're a criminal, Edward, and you're a thief. He's all yours, Commissioner Gordon. Gotham Cemetery front gate. Thank you again, Batman. He'll be going straight to Arkham. And Arkham Asylum, a home from the criminal sick. The purpose of this place, no matter what the doctors who are there say, is not to secure the psychological health of the patients, but for the safety of the world around it. No one wants to even admit the possibility of ills for which there are no cures. So we see here the Joker making fun of Nigma. This is not fair, Litter. This is not fair at all. When do I get to see Nuclear Armageddon? I mean, the part that Crane told me with Superman and Lois Lane, that's rich. You see, and he might tell it better than I do, but Superman thinks he saved Lois. Ha ha ha. Oh, and then there's the thing with Green Arrow, and the arrow knocks down the building. That's great. And Pamela said she saw Batman lead those children down in the cave. Oh, do you think he let them all dress as Robin before they died? And then we see Two-Face here, but Joker continues, I deserve to be part of this. And then we see Nigma incarcerated, and we see a bunch of other Batman villains making a cameo. Listen and see what's wrong with me. This town isn't big enough for two. Why did you pick a cemetery? Why a cemetery? Then we move to like probably the strangest part of this comic, which is the end. So we have Arthur Curry here, Aquaman. He's strapped like a medical table, and there's a bunch of monkeys dead behind him. What? You are of great interest to me and have an even greater use in my plans. I see you're taking an interest in my experiments. They're not really experiments. They're more like toys. And all these toys, they might be broken. But enough about me. Now stop struggling. I need to understand you and know you. How is it you Earthman put it? Oh yes. I'm just trying to get inside your head. And we see Brainiac here. And he's just like preparing to cut Aquaman up. And this is what I'm talking about. So we kind of got this reference to toys and kind of reference to Nigma not really knowing what's going on, seemingly not in full control of himself. So maybe he's mind controlled by Brainiac. They talk about toys a lot, and then he refers to Aquaman as kind of a toy. So apparently Brainiac here is the organizer behind all of this. That's what I got from this comic. So there's plenty of mystery going around. We saw Batman, we saw Flash. League kind of discovered and took more interest into Aquaman's disappearance. So I can't wait to do the next issue and continue reading this series. This seems so amazing, so epic. So I know some things aren't really like up to date in terms of continuity, but this is supposed to be like a one-off. So I think it's not really canon. It's more like it takes the basics of all these superheroes and kind of does a story with them. So I don't know how it would fit continuity wise. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it. Leave a comment about the whole series or this video or this issue or whatever you want to see in the future on this channel. And please subscribe. Thank you. And I'll see you guys later with issue 3. Thanks. Bye.